Hi guys, Daphne here, and today I will be doing my July wrap-up. I didn't have tons and tons of time to read this month. I went out of town twice, one was for 3 weeks, and so reading was relatively on the slow side. However, I did read, I'm on the wrong page of this notebook. I did read 6 books, however, 5 of them are already at the library, so I'll just be giving a description of those and my opinion on them. This one I may do a longer review. Okay, so the first book is, I just finished this one yesterday actually. This was my second time reading The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I love this book. Like, literally, I cannot express how amazing this book is. It's just, the plot is so intricate and the characters are amazing, and it's just the motion, and this is an adult fantasy book. The second book is Wise Man's Fear. The third book, I think it's going to be called Doors of Stone. However, Patrick Rothfuss takes a really long time to write these books because they're really long. I will also be meeting him, hopefully, when I go to NerdCon in October. I'm so psyched. So psyched. It's going to be great. I love this book. This was my reread. This is my much-loved copy of this book. I get lots of people to read these books because they're amazing. And I might do a long review on probably maybe the first 2 books as a whole. The next book on my list here is Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg. I'm sorry, I think I just butchered his name. And this book was about a teenager who is openly gay in his hometown, and he decides that he wants to go to an all-boys boarding school because he doesn't want to be known as the gay guy. And so he goes, and it's about being there. I may or may not have skimmed for part of this book. I didn't like it as much as some other fiction that I've read lately, and so I just didn't read that much of it. I think I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. The next book on my list is Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. This book is about a futuristic society where girls are raised in schools and they are basically preparing for when they turn a certain age and they complete all their years at school and they become either companions, like concubines, or teachers at the school, and it follows one of the girls at the school. I did not like this book. It was in some ways too realistic, in some ways too just, oh man. I did do a review of this on Goodreads where I express my opinions about it more solidly, I guess. The girls in the book are just, they're always concerned about how they look and always mean to each other because they're more prettier than the other girls, and it's all just their whole vision of life is wanting to be liked by guys, and the society that they live in is so utterly messed up. And so I got really mad about this book, and I guess it just brought a lot of emotion out of me as a response. So that book I rated 2 stars. Not that it wasn't well written, it was very well written. It was just too creepy in a way that I didn't really want to think about. The next book on my list is The Remedy by Suzanne Young. This is the short story prequel, I guess. It wasn't a short story. Okay, rephrasing that. It wasn't a short story, it's a full-length book, but it's the prequel the beginning of the prequel series for the program, which there are 2 books in right now, I think. The program is about a futuristic world where teen suicide has become a national epidemic. And so this is kind of the beginning to that, and I guess the start of it. It's about a girl who's a closer, so she impersonates children who have died so their families can gain closure. And so she goes and lives with a house who has recently lost a child, and she acts as that child and talks to the parents or brothers or aunts or whoever's there who needs help overcoming their grief. That was a really interesting concept. I actually kind of liked The Remedy better than the Program series. I'm really looking forward to the next book in this series, and I know there is one, and it's gonna be good. Next book on my list is Strangled Silence by Oisin McGon. Sorry with the pronunciation. This is a thriller about a girl who she's in her early 20s, I think, and she has an internship at a newspaper or a journal. I can't remember which one. And she gets assigned the story to go and talk to a war veteran who claims that his mind has been messed with. And so it's kind of a political thriller, which sometimes I find really interesting. It was an okay book. I think I might read the next one. I don't know yet. And the last book on my list, I think I wrote these backwards. So Scan by Sarah Fine was actually the first book that I read in July, but it's a sci-fi book. It was very fast paced. Like, if you want a quick read, this book is a quick read. So Scan by Sarah Fine. And it's about a teenage boy. He's been trained by his father, like, constantly, a bunch of athletics and sports and martial arts and languages and stuff, and something goes wrong and he finds out that it's because there are aliens on Earth and they look exactly like humans and you can't tell which ones are humans and which ones are aliens. That book was okay also. I think I will definitely read the second one for that one because the ending was kind of a major cliffhanger and I want to know what happens. That's it for my books that I read in July. I will be back soon. Bye!